Now, House of Usher came out in 1960, and it looked like a quantum leap for AIP. But you had the strange luck to coincide with Alfred Hitchcock making Psycho, which seemed to change the rules for the entire genre. So when you saw Psycho for the first time, did you feel that Hitchcock was sort of intruding on your turf, or how did it affect you?
I'm not certain which picture came first, actually. I had been told, and I wouldn't swear to this, that Hitchcock saw Usher and said, I can do one of those. And of course he did. Psycho is a better film. On the other hand, I have great admiration for Hitchcock, and I'm delighted to say my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is next to Hitchcock. But if indeed Psycho came first, you can throw out just what I've said about his seeing Usher.
In 1962, you made Premature Burial as an independent, and so you weren't able to use Vincent Price because he, as I understand it, had a horror film exclusive contract with AIP.
Yes.
And you were doing it for Cathay?
No, I was doing it independently. I had a little problem with Sam Arkoff over the actual calculations on my percentage of the profits. And I said, I'm going to make this film myself. I don't need them. I saved a little money. And I got Cathay Lab, with whom we were working to put up the other half of the money. And Vincent was under contract to AIP. And I liked Ray Milland. I thought he had a similar quality, but was a little younger and a little closer to the traditional handsome, romantic leading man. He brought a slightly different quality to it. To my great surprise, on the morning of the first day of shooting, Jim and Sam came up to me and entered the sound stage as I was setting up the first shot and said, "Welcome back, Roger. We're partners again." They had bought out, unbeknownst to me, Cathay's interest in the film, and I was working for with AIP once more.
Barbara Steele was in the cast of your film Pit and Pendulum with Vincent Price, and she had become a horror star on the basis of her appearance in Mario Bava's film Black Sunday. In writing Bava's biography, I found out that he used to introduce himself to people in Italy as the Italian Roger Corman.
So I'm really delighted to hear that because I think Mario Bava is one of the greatest directors of all time, horror films. I think he was a brilliant director. He had been a cameraman before he'd been a director, and you can see that in his films. The lighting, the composition, the use of the camera is just wonderful.
So his early films were issued by AIP as well, and I was just wondering, being an AIP director, did you see the films before they were released or after they were released, and did you learn from them?
I did learn from him. I liked very much his use of chiaroscuro, the hard dark against the hard light. I was working a little bit that way, but I saw that he was pushing farther into that, and it led me to go a little deeper into that style myself.
And you were already shooting in color at that time, but with Tower of London, another film that you did with Mr. Price, you shot that in black and white. Was that an attempt to work in the chiaroscuro vein, or was it a financial consideration?
It was a picture I didn't do for AIP. It was before Vincent signed his exclusive contract. Eddie Small, a producer, a veteran producer for United Artists, had seen the Poe films and actually hired my brother as producer and me as director to do that with Vincent. And Eddie simply insisted on black and white just for financial reasons. I thought actually it was a mistake. I preferred to work. Mario Bava worked heavily black and white, but I preferred to work in color.